Last night, I lost all my followers on Twitch. Every single one. Now, for a little backstory behind this, about a week and a half ago, when I was streaming, every single stream that week, I had been getting follow-botted multiple times. At first, I panicked. I didn't really know how to handle the situation, but sure enough, there's different tools that you can do to actually remove the followers that are a third-party software, thankfully created by Commander Root, who's an absolutely incredible person for creating this. Basically, for those of you that don't know, when you get follow-botted, you get thousands upon thousands of people following your channel at once, and they're all bot accounts, they're all fake. Commander Root created this follow bot remover software where you choose a specific time frame from when you were followed, and you remove all the followers within that specific time frame. Now, I had taken a week off from streaming since that had originally happened because I messed up my wrist, and I came back last night for my first stream since. And sure enough, I get follow-botted again. Only this time, they started spamming the chat, all these bot accounts, these long, crazy messages. And in the midst of me trying to remove all the followers from that specific moment, they started spamming anti-Semitic messages in my chat. And me being absolutely shocked, being the streamer I was, and just appalled that someone would even be willing to do that, I remove all my followers. Rather than apply the filter to remove the bot followers, I ended up removing all of them. Sure, yeah, I get it. It's my fault for not applying the filter, but at the same time, I shouldn't have to even be removing followers in the first place. I feel like this is a problem that has been happening very, very frequently, and no one's really talking about it, and that's why I want to address it. Even yesterday, after the stream had happened, I went to search follow-botted on Twitter. And even right now, you could see that there are hundreds, maybe thousands of streamers that are tweeting almost every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes, that they are just getting follow-botted. And this is something that is happening across the platform, and they don't care who you are. I don't know what's scarier. The fact that this is happening so frequently, or the fact that it is that easily accessible to do it to so many people. Before last night's stream, last week, I had actually reached out to Twitch and tried to ask them about how they handled the situation and tried to get some help to maybe get this thing to stop happening, whatever it might be. And sure enough, they came back with a response. They said, "Thank you for contacting us about this issue. We are always investigating artificially inflated viewers, chat activity, and follower accounts and collecting information on users that are utilizing these bots. We are not striking accounts that we believe are unaffiliated with them at this time. While we cannot remove followers on request, we do remove batches of these invalid accounts as they are discovered. If you are a broadcaster and are having this issue, we recommend report users who you believe to be involved. Do not panic and make it into a larger issue than it is. Remain neutral and do not make offhand remarks about this activity." Now, I imagine that Twitch is saying do not panic or make it a larger issue than it is because they want to do some kind of crowd control and make sure that their name isn't completely slandered, which makes sense. They should do that as a business. But the truth is that this is kind of a bigger issue than they're coming off across as, because this has the potential to actually get you banned on Twitch because they are seeing that there's a huge influx of information and a bunch of people come into your stream that are just fake accounts, and they see, okay, well, this is the person that is roundhousing all this, so they might be the ones that are behind the follow bots within their own channel, and then you have the potential to be banned. It's a genuine fear that people have. Now, the issue that I have with this is on top of the other problems that Twitch has been having over the years, and a huge one being the DMCA strikes that we all know and that we all fear. If things like this keep happening, eventually streamers are gonna switch platforms. So instead of Twitch, now we have Facebook Gaming, which is actually a lot better than what they show on the surface, or what you might think on the surface. And then you have YouTube Gaming, which has actually been expanding very, very well and is actually coming for Twitch's neck. I can make a whole separate video on the different streaming platforms, but the point is that if things like this keep happening, people are gonna be willing to jump ship from Twitch. What I think is crazy about this too is that Twitch says, well, we cannot remove the followers on request, but Commander Root made a whole bot that can. So we have to use a completely separate third-party software just to remove the follower bots, because Twitch says that they'll cleanse out some of them, but I guarantee that they won't be able to clear out every single bot follower and some will be left behind. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, oh, well, what's the big deal? Now I got a good follower count, or a streamer has a good follower count. Why would they complain about that? It inflates the streamer's analytics and it's not genuine. Now that there are 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, whatever number it is of followers that are following the account now, they're all fake accounts. They don't exist. And the sad part is that the people that are doing this are spending money to do this to streamers. Now, I know this is a case-by-case situation and might not be the biggest deal for a lot of people, but I feel like this is something that needed to be addressed and something that needed to be talked about, because this is happening right now, real time, to a lot of streamers. And it's been within the past couple weeks that I've been seeing it happen to even some of my streamer friends that I know through social media. It is growing exponentially, and it is a huge problem. If your stream was ever follow botted or has been follow botted recently, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on this situation, if you've seen it from some of your favorite streamers. And I'm glad that we can at least just have the discussion and put this out in the open, that this is something that is happening in real time and hopefully can change somewhat soon. I would love to see Twitch find some way to implement some sort of system where we can get rid of these people that are consistently doing it, and maybe even hunt down those third-party programs that are providing these follower bots and allowing people to actually make a transaction to do this to streamers. Either way, all we can do is hope that this eventually gets resolved, and if it doesn't, then we just keep pushing forward and try to provide good content and build the communities that we are meant to do. And for those of you that have followed my Twitch stream in the past, please be sure to follow the account again, because I'm sure your follow is gone. But in my personal case, looks like I just got to build from scratch. It is what it is, but I hope that this doesn't happen to you guys, and I hope that my experience can be a learning experience for all of you, and I hope that we can clean this all up and become better in the end from it. That's it for me today, guys. Love, peace, and chicken grease.